Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to Universim. You guys remember I played this game quite some time ago on the channel, and there's been a lot of updates ever since. They've put a lot of stuff into the end game, and we've never been there on the channel, so I thought what fun would it be if we went through, we hopped in, and we checked out the Universim once again, now that they have all these new updates, like engineering updates, alien technologies, and all sorts of new things. We'll get into those in a little while. So the first thing we need to do is we need to place down our little I think it's the Tower of Evolution or something like that, or Evolution Tower or something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it down kind of in the middle of this big green field. We have water there and there, a big forest there, and a woolly mammoth down there. So I think this is a pretty good spot. I'm just gonna go ahead and boom, that's where our Evolution Tower is gonna be. Yes, so there we are, Evolution Tower down. Now
look at your new subjects.
We're gonna fly right over here.
Nuggets.
And these are nugs.
Because of their body's apparent inability to keep itself in one piece. Adahi and Elu, the architects of their species. They are the founders of everything that nuggets will ever know or achieve.
Okay, so let's go into a little bit of other stuff here while we can, all right? So first of all, we have all of these little things that we can go through and start doing some research on. And those are going to be very, very primitive things like learning how to make fire, learning how to make a water wheel, learning how to do a water flow study, which is, in other words, it unlocks your reservoir for you so you can keep water throughout the winter. That's going to be important because winter is going to freeze the water sources and we won't have any. So we need to get that unlocked. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to get all of these things unlocked. So let's go and get it done. Also, what I went ahead and did is I told Elu and Adahe, I believe his name is, to come and build, to get their frick on so we can produce more nuggets.
The need for certain essentials like food and water, a stable roof over their heads, and an occasional nap. They want to learn, build, discover, and create. It would all be quite inspirational if they also didn't happen to be the species that initially thought their shadows were trying to eat them.
All right, well, I just cracked whatever this is over here. Hello? Okay, I found whatever this is. Bring to epicenter to research. Okay, so that's probably gonna have to hang out there for a little while. What I went ahead and did is I used my godlike powers because I have these god powers, as you guys can see here. With all of these, I have things like holy ground, Lekupidam, which tells them to more or less mate, rejuvenate, telekinesis. You know, this telekinesis one, that's what I did, is I went up and I picked up the trees that were in this area and I smashed them into the building, giving them those building materials to build with, more or less. So they're trying to make a house right now so they can activate their frick chamber and, well, make babies like I told them to. That's exactly what they're going to be doing. I'm going to go ahead and pop into fast forward mode here, and we're going to get our houses built and start to get some of these different things researched up for our little civilization. And I do believe that we've already gone through, we got primitive tools done, and we already have fire done as well. Now, fire is a few discoveries that are more important as fire. It is one of the most major building blocks upon which the future innovations will be built. It is also the added bonus to improving the quality of food in your civilization. However, whether or not you can trust nuggets with fire is an entirely other discussion.
Natural evolution is a wonderful thing to observe.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it usually ends poorly.
Well, that's why we're going to give him a little bit of help.
Fortunately, you have the ability to influence your civilization's
so I can zoom way out.
Survival.
Okay.
You can
so,
prioritize
the sky.
Your heart desires, but remember that the heart is idiotic at best. So use your head instead. That's a pretty good motto to live by. Well, unless you're mining stone, of course. Oh, another message. They don't stop coming. Maybe you should add a spam filter, or at least release a plague or something to cull the herd.
Okay, so we got a message here. The Book of Love. Use Lekupidam power to increase population. I'm on it.
I didn't think you knew anything about...
Alright, so we have to go and do that. So this guy, this narrator, talks pretty much the entire time. So the only thing I know I could do to get him to be quiet is to go into settings, go to audio, and literally just turn him off. I could just turn him off and then he won't talk anymore. Or if I go, I think it's, I don't remember what I had to do to turn him off. Maybe critical news, if I turn him off.
Beautiful planet.
Nope, he still talks. So he's pretty much on all the time, and it's kind of annoying. Okay, let's find our civilization again, because I rotated the map, I moved around, I did a whole thing, and now I need to try to find my civilization, and I can't find them.
Would you look at that?
There we go.
Baby nugget. Aren't they adorable when they're young?
All right.
Don't get too attached, though. They're still mortal after all.
All right, here we go. So now it wants me to use.
And make questionable life
There we go.
decisions. Let's see how.
All right, so I did that. I received 2 believers and received 20 discovery
much you
points.
like them then.
Which discovery points are important, because discovery points are how you're going to get things like cooking oils, or we're going to get things like grass weaving, huge muscles, you know, things like that. So for now, we don't need to worry about those points, because it's going to be a little while before we get to unlocking those. But for now, let's just work on getting our little civilization that much bigger. So the next thing it's probably going to ask me to do here is to go through and name some of my citizens. I'm not really all over that right now. But what I do want to be all over doing is going and getting this water wheel built. So this water wheel is pretty neat. I went ahead and got it built in here for a reason. So let's go ahead and put it down. There is the water right there. Do we want to go that water? Let's go to this water source. I like this water source a little bit better. So I'm going to get that put in there. Oh, well, I mean,
That message looked important.
look, that's, yeah, they're literally crying. Okay. Help Adel and name the nuggets. All right, I'm on it.
Rough process. Let's hope nobody gets hurt.
All right, so this guy's name is Stick. So we're going to name you to, let's give him some like ridiculous name, like you know what, we're just gonna call this guy, we're just gonna name him Ben, because I have no other name that's popping into my head right now. For some reason, that's the name that's sticking out. And then this one over here, this is Stone, and you're going to be
I can see how that research could be useful, creator.
your name
I'm
is going to
picturing
be
nuclear waffle irons, or maybe some kind of
Alex.
automated back
That's your name.
scratcher. Stop me if I'm wrong.
All right, so we went ahead and named both the nuggets. We got 1 more believer and 15 more discovery points, so that brings us to 35, which is great. They're also building themselves a temple. That's one thing about this game. It may be a colonization, city builder, survival game, but it's a city builder that's in a different sort, where they go through and they decide what they need and they build it. So they actually build all their own homes. They build some of their own buildings and stuff, like the temple and other things that they'll go through and build. But there are still things you need to help them plan by going through and making things like a water tower, or going through and making things like other things that they're going to use for building and such, like the water wheel. So all good things. So I'm going to move this reservoir. I want to keep it close to the town, so I'm just going to go ahead and place it down right here. This looks like a pretty good spot for a reservoir for them. They could pump water there, bring it over. It'll be a little bit of a journey. I probably should have put it closer to the temple, but hey, we all make decisions. Some of them you have to live with, and some of them you can change later on, and that is one that we can change a little bit later on. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get fast forward, kick back in here while we're going through and doing some more research. It looks like that I have primitive cooking almost done, and then they're going to move on to fishing. I'm going to get their Obi-Wan Kenobi toolkits done here. I know that's not what that says, but still, nonetheless, I think that's funny. And then I also would like to get leather buckets researched, and then after leather buckets, I could go through and do these to get 1 more drinkable water capacity. You know what? Let's just do that. I'm going to go ahead and get well shaft forming, and then water dowsing, drinkable water refill rate plus 10. We'll get that at another time. Just for now, we're just going to get all of these done, and then I want to start working up into these things like storage areas, shamanism, town halls, things like that, so we could start furthering our civilization that much faster. So
I've always wondered who actually does the research around here.
don't worry about who's doing the research. I'm pretty sure you're doing the research for me. Okay, so I can actually add a worker here. I can either add Elu or Adhe, but for now, that's not the best idea, because we actually, we only have the 2 people working at the moment until the kids actually grow up and they start doing things. they are going to be useless to me. They're going to do some resource gathering and stuff.
Is excellent for slow roasting a few nuggets.
But we don't want to roast our nuggets. Okay, now that we have a couple more people, now I'm going to go through and we're going to go ahead and make Ben. Ben, you are going to be our...
Good to see you fighting the unemployment rate.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and make you our leader here inside of our temple. So he's going to be our religious icon. Well, the one that communicates to me religiously, apparently. And they are actually almost done with our reservoir already. They got all the materials there, which is fantastic. And they're working on building that right now. Other things, primitive cooking almost done. Fantastic. Once primitive cooking is done, it's going to be done in about 56 seconds here, or less, because we're actually going times 2 speed, so about 25 seconds or so. That one will be done. We'll be able to start unlocking some other things as well. All fantastic news. Okay, so other things that we can do. One, they're waiting for water to be put in here. Other things we can do is we can actually go through and mate some people here. And because they're in the primitive stone age, I don't really care if you mate them, even if they're brother and sister, which is strange, but we're gonna do it anyway. Okay, so let me find my nuggets here. I'm gonna find where's Alex at? Let me go to him. Okay, so they're all true believers. That's good. That means that they produce extra extra stuff for me. All right, so you, oh my god, I can lab rat nuggets will find. Oh no. Okay, so you're right here. So Ben's here. Can I select Ben alone? Not just can I Ben? All right. Now I'm gonna do Lakipodon with him, and I'm gonna put him with you.
I couldn't possibly imagine a better couple.
All right, there we
Do I
go.
look like your secretary? Answer your own messages.
Okay, I got a message again. Back-breaking work. Help Elu finish their hut. Use telekinesis power. Okay. So, where is the... Bring over here. Okay, so this is where they're building. So they want me to use my telekinesis power, like I was telling you guys about there a little bit ago. So I'm going to go over, I'm going to grab my telekinesis power, and I'm going to activate this. And we're going to pick up a couple trees. This gets a little violent. Couple trees. Some stone from right over here. There we go. We threw that. Did that actually work? Okay, we're throwing that in there. I'm just going to keep throwing trees in here. All right, that's all the trees that they need. So I'm going to throw that tree over there. They need another rock.
Oh, we're doing this again, are
There
we?
we go. All right, and we officially beat that mission as well. So we're going to get one more believer and 20 more discovery points. Fantastic
This
news
one is
there
just
as
being
well.
lazy.
It looks like this is actually filling with water, which is great because it's raining, which is good. We are still in summer, I believe. I think that's the season we're in. Yes, we're in summer. And we're going to be working towards fall and then winter. Winter is when things get cold and you need the lakes will freeze over. Everything will turn white. It's all going to be very, very cold and disturbing. What do we got over here? Oh, we found the devil's lettuce. Well, hallelujah, ladies and gentlemen. We have the devil's lettuce, if you know what I mean. The herby herb. You know, you guys pick it up on what I'm throwing down here. What even is this? Debris. Rebuild. Breeze. Why is that the breeze? That you should have been building that. Maybe I destroyed it on accident. But nonetheless, looks like we have unlocked primitive cooking. So they're now working on fishing, which is great. I'm going to go ahead and get them storage areas. And while they're doing that, we're going to come over here and we have unlocked the eatery. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down right here if possible. Well, I can't put it quite right there. I could put it right there, though. All right, so that's our eatery. So the eatery's kind of on the way to the water. So in case it lights on fire, they can use the water to put it out. That's not really how it's going to work, but we'll just say it is nonetheless. All right, so we have 5 adults now. They're all getting to work and doing their thing. I don't think I need to assign anybody to the water wheel. No, because the water wheel's not even done being constructed yet. All right, let's use some of our insanely godlike powers here to suck some things up. Uh-oh. Pick that up. Put it over there. Pick up one of these. Put it over there. How many more do we got? 16 more. Pick one of these. Toss it on over there. 21. All right, now they can build that. So now they won't take their time so much to build that. This guy needs 21 stones and 9 wood, so I'm just going to go ahead and help them out just a little bit. Here, I'm running out of creator points here. But we're going to make it work. The stone seems to be the thing that takes them longer to collect, so I'm just going to help them with that as much as I can, and I'm officially out of creator points. So we got that done. They're almost done with their next residence here. We need to go back into speed up modes because I didn't realize that we were no longer in that. And their residence is almost done, and this is probably going to house all 3 of the nuggets that do not have somewhere to live at this point, so it's probably going to have 2 little houses. Hopefully, they go ahead and do some more things. I think that Adhe and Elu will go ahead and mate once again. They're actually both only 9 years old. They've made 3 children. Sorry. But we still need
This
more
water
children
pump
made.
system is rather advanced for such a young civilization. I mean, sure, it's built out of rocks, wood, and a bit of string, but impressive nonetheless.
Absolutely, because that's my middle name, Impressive. So let's move on here. Ooh, it actually has 3 residential spots. That is even better news. So they're going to go ahead and I think they'll probably do some more baby making. We unlock fishing, which is just wonderful. So we could go through and actually put in our fishing hut now. And I want to put my fishing hut in right over here if I can. So there is the fishing hut. I'm going to go ahead and pop you down right there.
Interesting idea, taking to the water for more food. But what happens if the water freezes over?
Well, we'll worry about the water freezing over at another time, my friend. All right, so we're going to try to rip up a couple trees here and put them down there. Boom. So we got, we helped them out with 11 wood already. So we're kind of using our god powers every now and then just to kind of go through and be like, here's a little bit of that. There's a little bit of that. Everybody's happy. We're all good. In fact, speaking of all good and happy,
I'm a fan of
Woo!
nugget delicacies, but it should keep everyone relatively alive and happy.
all right,
They do
Alex,
seem to
you
brew
are going
some
to work.
interesting beverages, though.
You are going to work right here.
Apologies. It's
You're gonna
getting
work
a
at the
bit
food
chilly
collector.
Here. Winter's coming, creator.
Uh-oh, is it winter already? Wind direction. Godlight. Sound the alarm will cause nuggets to drop what they're doing and take shelter in homes and bunkers. Your civilization's age is 10 years old. Somehow we've only made it into spring already. Or winter. I think we're actually coming up on fall. This thing's over here spinning. Alright, so we have the Book of Love, Name the Born Nuggets, and Backbreaking Work. So we have to do Broken Heart, Dead Nug, Find My Lost Nug. We got to do all sorts of quests still that are going to help us increase our discovery points that are right down here. Okay, how are we doing? How are we doing? Oh, they made a baby. Ben's family made a baby. That's wonderful. The priest had a baby, and then we have Timu. And when I say Timu, I mean your name is actually that's not how you spell that. Your name's actually going to be Masu, because I like that name better. More or less because I was trying to spell tiramisu, but my brain failed me, and I couldn't think of how to do it because I was put on the spot. And sometimes when I have pressure put on, I literally lose all track of thought and cannot think of doing anything else. So, let's see how we're doing. Our fishing pier's almost done. They just need a couple more rocks. I know a guy who loves rocks. If we have a miner, I know what I'm naming him because he loves rocks. Okay, what's this? This is the epicenter. I don't know how to make an epicenter, do I? What do we got here? Epicenter. Engineers. Engineer hut is home to all engineer nuggets. All right, well, let's get some engineer nuggets going. In fact, I would love if my engineer nuggets could end up going right in this little spot that's right here. This looks like a great spot for my nuggets. And maybe bring to the epicenter. Okay, So is there an actual building named Epicenter? Cemetery, town hall, school, expedition camp, garage, bridge, clone center, airport, hyperloop. So maybe the engineers are going to go and get that? Maybe Epicenter's in a different thing. That's a battery, a warehouse, farm, cattle farm, iron mine, gas mine, stone mine, oil jack, lumberjack, and courier's hut. Maybe it's something they build on their own. Stone refinery, wood refinery, grass factory, cement factory, steel mill, electronics factory, fuel refinery, chemical plant, and plastic factory. That's not it either. Hospital, forecast tower, garrison, defense, blah, 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 blah. No, it's not there. Recreation, I highly doubt it. Legendary buildings, these are going to be like wonders, so that's not going to be a thing. And then space, Cosmodrome, spaceport, and Nuggetoid factory. So none of those are going to be anything that we're looking at the moment. So they must build it on their own. Is what happened to be. Or when we unlock like a research building or something, we'll just go and pick that guy up. So I have no idea. Maybe the engineers will go and get it. We'll figure it out. All right, so let's go back to our research here because we only have 2 things left to research because they got wooden buckets done and they got our old Obi-Wan toolkits done and all of that, which is fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and tell them, build me a town hall. Get me into some utensils, and then let's go ahead and get done a calendar. I don't know why calendar, but because I can't see if it's hot or cold or the season more or less, I'm like, let's just get the calendar as soon as we can. Now, I will tell you, they're about to activate a quest where they're going to say, we've lost our nugget somewhere in the woods and we can't find him. I have no idea where that nugget is. I spent one message, I'm sorry, I saw a message down there and it threw my brain off. Like I said, look, squirrel. Anyway, I spent one playthrough a while back looking for this nugget before, and hopefully the quest has been updated since the last time I played, but I literally could not find this nugget no matter how much I tried. So we'll try again if it pops up in here, but I kind of doubt I'm going to find it, and I feel so bad because it's a child that's just singing. I don't know what I'm going to do.
While frozen lakes are fun to skate on, creator, they also prevent water pumps from working.
All right, so Masu, you're going to be our fisherman, please, if you could. Oops. Sign Nugget. Masu's going to be our fisherman when you're done building this, which is our core of engineers, which we'll have some engineers here in a moment. Looks like we have 7 population now. That's wonderful, wonderful news. We're actually going up pretty quick here. Not going to lie, we're actually building super fast. Oh, look, Masu made his own family with Alex. That's nice. So now they can go through and make some babies. All right, everybody, it's baby making season. It's the middle of winter. You have nothing better to do. So make some more babies.
I sincerely hope that your civilization eventually learns how to make a decent cup of coffee.
Elu, you're going to be one of our engineers. You go through and you repair buildings for me, which is great. We need lots of buildings repaired because things like this reservoir who's going through and is being broken right now. Oh no, we're actually running out of water because it's winter. But see what I mean? It needs to be repaired. It's tiny text, but it needs to be healed up there. So she's going to go through and do some repairing there. What do we got going over here? Isn't this a sacrificial pit? Isn't that what this is? Let me look here. Yep, absolutely. That's 100% a giant grinding mill for sacrifice. That's I hate to see it, but that's what it is. Ancient civilizations. What are you going to do? Sacrificing people. They think that's what makes their holy creator all the happier. And I'll say, I have no interest in people sacrificing people. Okay, so we got about 5 minutes, so 2.5 minutes because we're at ×2 speed until storage areas are unlocked. That is going to keep on going. And then after that, we have one more research spot. I could get the Ministry of Agriculture after we get the Town Hall. That feeding a large and growing family of nuggets can be a real headache. Establishing a Ministry of Agriculture will take the load off your back and ensure your civilization always has food to spare. That's probably a good thing to get. Don't care right now. I would much rather go through and do something like shamanism, which unlocks a witch doctor and adds 5 years to our nuggets' lifespans. I would rather do that because the longer that each nugget can live, the larger our population can get, and is going to help us be able to... Ooh, we've unlocked Nugget Town. We're a little town because we have 10 people. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's absolutely fantastic. All right, so where's everybody living then? Because I don't see another house being built anywhere. We have this house over here, so that's got 3 people, and then 3 plus 6. Okay, so that's where everybody is. 2, 4. I have 7 adults though. 6. Where's the 7th adult living? Maybe I'm missing something. You guys build another house. Are you building another house? It's so hard to see anything in the winter. This is one of the reasons why I'm not a huge fan of winter, because it's so dark all the time, and it is just nothing but pure white. So I try to get through it as quick as I can. We still only have the one baby here, Tezuka. And, ooh, we had another child grow up, so that means we must be getting close. Let me see here. Labor, prayer, fisherman, engineer. Alex is the cook. So, with me, where are you? You're right here. Status doing nothing. Number of kids, spouse, none. Let's go ahead and get you a spouse. You have no spouse either, so... Boom, just like that. You now have a spouse. Congratulations. You have just formed a family. You're welcome. So, good. We need to get more nuggets made, is our biggest thing right now. So yes, yoo-hoo! They have a family now. We have 3 families living there. That's wonderful. Now they'll go and hopefully they'll have twins as well. Come on, twins! Shouldn't hope that on a family. 1 baby's hard enough. Let me tell you, I've had 2 of them now, and 1 at a time is hard enough. Alright, storage areas are complete, which means we can now come over here. Oh, hello. And get down a storage area, which a warehouse
you look
is...
a little confused. Don't worry, I expected as much. I know you have questions, but you'll learn everything in time.
I'm going to put the warehouses up here.
Without bothering me.
Buddy, listen. If I could turn you off instead of you talking to me, oh, you best believe that I would.
You've uprooted a tree. Now what?
Oh God, don't crush the child. Don't crush the children, that's what. I'm helping them out by getting some of these trees out of the way. Now I'm going to give it a little bit of rock power here. I'm going to help them just get this built a little bit faster. Alright, there we go. That's enough help. I'm worried I'm going to end up crushing one of the children or something. Alright, woohoo! 11 nuggets, 1 town. We have a storage being built up. Hopefully we have another house being built somewhere. Like they're getting some stone gathered over here, which is good. Hey, these guys did have a baby. So those are the ones that had a baby. Alright. Are we building another house anywhere? Because we really could use one at this point. We have 10 adults. Do we actually have a place? Oh, I can go through and assign workers this way. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's real nice. Oh, that's really, really nice. Oh, I would really like that. Okay.
Things are beginning to look green and happy again.
Thank the Lord.
Let's take a moment to appreciate it before you do something wrong.
This actually never froze. You guys said this was supposed to freeze, but it never did. Probably because it's an ocean, maybe? Or because it was supposed to freeze over and then never... And it did freeze over, but I just wasn't paying attention. But we're finally out fishing again, which is good. The eatery is going to get even better food to be prepared, which is really, really good. And then we're going to be able to go through and have fish and food stored inside of our warehouse. At least that's what I'm hoping. Normally it's store food in a granary, though. But, now what are you going to do? Ancient Burial unlocks cemetery. Upgrades the cemetery. Additional worker slot and unlocks extra slots. For funerary practices. I don't think we really need that right now. Nugget carry capacity +2. Discovery points, oh, +2 for nugget carrying capacity, though. We're going to get that right away. Okay. Well, I think that now is the best time as any to go ahead and leave this episode here. There is going to be more Universim on the channel. If you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys hit the like button. Go down in the comments and say, Sim, we are loving the Universim. Can you play it a little bit more? Because with all the new updates that have been happening to this game, there's so much more that we can do. It's time to build our town hall, but we're going to be doing that in the next one. So thank you guys all so much. And as always, see all of you guys in the next one.